coming here from Normandy, so it's not exactly my doorstep. It's more like 760 kilometers from home. Anyhow, for my first video it came that I had some couple of days holiday, and I wanted to make a tour to see some stuff, to do things, and somehow Normandy came to my mind. For a long time I've been thinking about how it would be to see the beaches of D-Day around Normandy. So here I am for 4 days, traveling around all the places, starting with Hougue Beach today, Omaha Beach tomorrow, and the day after, and then for the last day it's Sword and Juno. And starting this video, something like this. It's an ancient fortress in my background. I liked to visit, but I classically forgot to watch the opening hours, so it's closed at the moment. Still impressive to walk around it, and to see even there they have some fortifications from the Atlantic Wall. It's all over this place, included in those historical walls. And then there we got the Atlantic Ocean, and starting from down there we have this famous coastline. We have these plenty batteries and widerstand nests and everything, and the landing beaches we'll see later on. After the place here, I'm going to visit the first battery. So let's see what the day brings. It's impressive. Atlantic coast, Atlantic weather. I'm here in a little shaded place of this fortress. I think water already starts coming back in, like by the sun. So let the adventures begin. Walking around this old fortification, you see the outside walls I showed you from the distance before, and funnily there's no real walkway, but instead you're walking on kind of a wall, pathway wall in front of the original wall, and that's how you get around the outside. There's no real walking way, but other people came my way, so I guess it's not completely forbidden or something. I didn't see any signs. That's where I came from. They even have the naval station there. That's from the modern times, I guess, for the traffic logging from outside the Atlantic, or it's not even the Atlantic, it's the channel, the English Channel out there. Ship in the distance. That's nice. Came for some D-Day stuff, but going way more back into time. Not less interesting, not less exciting. You see the uneven coast. They have some rocks looking out of the water there, with the birds on it. Stuff like this all around here. Not sure how far back the water goes. And comes back. If it fills up here or not, or if it's only for the rain and when it's really high water. And it's nearly the way on the front side around the fortification, and in the back there's a second one, but it's kind of on an island, and I didn't get there to see if I can get there by a boat. Well, it's closed here, so with the luck of the day probably it would be closed as well. Yeah, and that was the walkway around the castle, on the fortification wall. Let's see, I saw one more mound that looked like World War II, like this small couples with some sort of weapon can be implanted. But I'm not sure. The car's standing way down there. So by this look, I would say my assumption was completely wrong. It really more looks like we have low tide, because the water has gone really far from the shoreline, and by the seagrass I think you can see how far it comes back up. And I'm now nearly finished my walk all around. Here's one more time the wall, and then it was all in the beginning, was this mixture I was speaking of, where they placed a piece belonging to the Atlantic wall into these old fortifications. Not sure, I can say from here if it's only then an overwatch point or if there was a weapon inside or something. But definitely this is World War II, and this is what an antique one would have looked like. And here is the front with the main entrance. What I found out today, being here the first day, there are wooden boxes all over the coastline, and I looked into it. It's not only for the regular trash, but I saw a lot of plastic trash and stuff like that. And when I was walking over those cliffs behind there, I found this little rubber band, and I think it's nice if everybody who walks along here picks up one piece he finds. At least everybody does a little something to keep these places tidy. So I did my one part, and that's it from this place.